Alright guys, so Queen Elizabeth has just dropped. She is our newest and pretty much our last like 600 diamond character of the year. We're going to go in towards a step up Diane, followed by obviously King Melly, and we're basically done for the year, right? But this is hopefully a pretty good character. Might have a bit of longevity when we see what Melly actually does. Of course, the main thing about this character, if you lot didn't see the patch yesterday, is she is buffing on goddesses, but also 7-day sins. Definitely look at a kit, and if you get towards 2-6, which is where you want to get her towards, because the only thing that really changes is the ice sort of buff that you apply towards your allies or herself basically, which can be additional damage base of 20% of your remaining HP, which you can see is actually at 1-6 10%, and at 2-6 is 20%, and that is the current cap. So ideally you want to get towards 2-6. We got lucky, we summoned her at like 200 diamonds and then got on the pity, so we got her towards 2-6. If you hadn't seen animations, she's one thing that kind of like fixed Mackins a little bit was her actual like passive is she maxes out attack rate stats, I believe, at like what 6 buffs in your whole team, which obviously she can do with one of her skills, but I didn't know at the time because I thought it might have been grade E buffs, is the buffs that she does do towards her team are actually blue, so that does help her out to get a passive. So I think literally you have 3 on everyone, 4 with the random, so all you gotta do is buff up 1 tin, you got max attack rate stats, and also if you are busting someone else that has Elizabeth, you can also buff remove too, which is gonna be quite good. But yeah, if you hadn't seen animations, actually pretty cool if they put a lot of love in towards this one. But maybe next year we can finally get like a Jericho, because I've been saying for like 5 years now, guys, or Net Marvel, release Jericho for a seasonal during Christmas. It's like the only time if I feel like we can get her, because she's actually the only character in the game that has ice powers. Like imagine this with Jericho. Granted, it wouldn't work with Tristan, unless it literally said buff up Fortnite's Apocalypse character, which I guess you could argue, nah, I probably wouldn't do that. But yeah, this one's actually really cool. And then boom, you have 3 buffs. So the only thing, I don't like a little bit is like Aqua, if you duped her out, right? She actually applies all-stat buff to her allies, which is kind of a cool thing about the character. But then, well, now Elizabeth does it. Granted, it's obviously a lot less, but it's also on a skill. And it's 50% compared to like 30 if you like max duper. So yeah, it really feels like they're trying to replace Aqua. And also kind of the bad thing too, I'll probably talk about tomorrow actually a little bit, is this character does provide freeze immunity, which is not the crazy thing because we have like Luda Grace. If you're going to win by turn 2, you just put it on Tristan anyway. But yeah, I don't know why they're trying to counter Aqua that hard. Like, I don't think she's that crazy. Like, she's usable, of course, don't get me wrong. It is a little bit crazy. But yeah, of course, the big thing, of course, this actual Elizabeth is doing is buffing up Tristan. At least for right now, of course. She does still work with 7-day sin characters. So definitely in like 3 weeks' time, we get the new Meliodas. It's possible she actually might work with him, right? That's kind of what you hope. Because then you can use Queen Elizabeth, Tristan, and then possibly 4 nights King Melly. Because that's assuming what the character is going to be. Then you'll be able to run like a full family team, which actually would be pretty cool. And probably pretty broken, actually. Because if you think about it, like there's like 3 back-to-back releases, which are always like top tier characters, which is probably like the best for that team, right? Obviously we don't know how the Melly's going to work. He might just buff up sins. It would have to say buff up goddesses, which will be kind of weird because he's not really a goddess and he hasn't got Elizabeth part of his kit, unless he literally explicitly says buff up Elizabeth. Kind of like over to Aqua where it says Megaman in Darkness, but to be fair, we only received it with actual collab characters because obviously they have to work with their collab counterparts, right? But yeah, of course, the main thing about Tristan is he does more damage based off his max HP, at least on the single target skill, which Elizabeth does increase by, is it 20%? So you get 20% max HP, damage taken as well. Bear in mind, the Frost Shield, I thought it was going to be an actual shield. It's not, it's just a buff. But you do take reduced damage, it's not too bad. And of course, the big one, whoever has the highest HP is going to get the additional damage, which should hopefully go towards Tristan. We're going to run Aqua just because I want to use her, why not, right? I think you could use Mayel, but the Mayel's actual commandment, or at least, yeah, Mayel's commandment does lower your max HP, so you can do less damage, kind of negate them what we're trying to do in this team a little bit. However, I guess he would be really good for some AoE actual damage to kind of pair up with Tristan, because right now, we only have, what, 2 characters? Or, sorry, not even 2. 1 character to do some good damage, which is just Tristan. So, could be quite bad. Alright, same team basically. Start first. We do actually have ways to remove buffs here. So, absolutely massive for our team. So, turn 1. We just get, so, what is it? 50% at 1/6. And if we do it towards a tier 2, we then get 20%. So, it's not too bad. And then if we just heal up right now, we get the rejuvenate. And we wait towards like next turn. So, boom, we now have all stats. Who has the buff on right now? It is Tristan. So, it is... I'm pretty sure I assumed it would do that, right? But I was hoping it would be like... you lot don't play Marvel Snap, but if they're all like the same HP percentage, because technically the order highest is 100%, then they should all get the buff. But it doesn't work like that. I think it's literally just the highest HP overall. Since he's a festival new character, he's gonna have it anyway. So yeah, we have 2 AoEs right now. So as long as we just don't lose that much HP, we're good. So we're probably likely just going to freeze turn 1 here against the. Oh wait. Okay. Alright, we found another actual Ragnarok team. Also, while I'm here, I did get some more Origin stuff, boys. I can't show the full thing. I got a Diane, like, badge, which is kind of cool. Some more stickers. The main ones I got, you can't really see. It's a coaster, which is kind of cool. But the best one, I was scouting for this one, boys. Oi! It's so small, but it's so sick. It's the acrylic stand of Diane artwork. Let's quickly do this. Do that. Do that. And then do that. Should probably merge the actual Elizabeth there, but oh well. We have max, I think base stats too, because you have all the buffs on, right? So now we can, I assume he's not got Ludogorets on. We have ways to buff remove too with the regression, so we can actually still counter it. Not taking too much damage, because remember we have got damage reduction. So now, Tristan does the buff, right? Huge. And we rejuvenated too, so that's sick. So we do probably just this. And just AoE single target, I think. Wait, what would work? If we do that, I assume that might kill. I'm hoping it kills, right? So let's go for single target buff remove and maybe killer. I don't know. Wow, okay, huge. That did like no damage. So boom, remove that. AoE. Oh my god. Insane. That's insane. And yeah, maybe just buff remove. So now the actual 300k is not bad though, to be fair. Oh, she's crazy. Oi. The outfit's really cool, by the way. I think they cooked. The artwork is good as well, man. Alright, we found what was kind of the go-to goddess team. I didn't bring CCU foods, but I think we still start first, so it's huge. So yeah, I think Aqua still might be really good because you have that utility of obviously freezing still. We can see Ludogorets is on this character here, so that is something we do not want to do. Bit weird you wouldn't put on Tristan though, I can't lie. Can we can't even double freeze. I guess it makes sense because now we can't freeze her, so freezing doesn't really matter right now. Just because it is not going to do too much. So I think we just want to go same thing as last time actually. I'll probably just do that one. I want to keep my freeze just in case, because if he does use the actual cleanse skill now, we'll save for next turn. Maybe it was a good thing to save the healing zone a little bit for next turn, but with the rejuvenate's not too bad though. 100k of that, guys, that's not too bad. I love how the changing skills up a little bit now. Like before in a path, you just have a character just with buff remove. Now we get like buff remove plus the additional damage stuff that she does, like the cold damage. All right, so we should be alright at the kill here. Okay, so rejuvenated. So we could possibly freeze him and Mayel this turn, but then we run the risk, obviously, of the actual Aqua just getting another cleanse card. So we had big HP lowered, so our single targets aren't going to do as much. But then we rejuvenate. Hang on, how much you got by? Okay, so like we're not max HP, but we might as well be, boys. All right, so I mean, there's no actual. I mean, he has obviously got revive. I'm hoping this kills. Yeah, why not? Okay, he's weak enough to be fair. Hopefully no time of grace. Doesn't have time of grace. It's on Mayel, he threw. Okay, huge. He lost all his buffs now. I think the additional damage from the Elizabeth might have just came in here. Oh, that just killed. Okay, 100%. We have the buff on, right? We do. Okay, so we have obviously... No, do we? No! Aqua has it! Oh, no! Okay, we barely did anything there. But, of course, the big thing is just passively, we have 20% max HP. So, we did do a little bit extra damage there. It's just that Aqua stole the Frost Shield buff, which would have been additional damage based on main HP, which would have done so much more damage. Now, his Ludogorets has run out. So, we can freeze him. He can't freeze my actual Tristan. And we still have 3 cards too, so we're chilling here. I think we basically won. There's no way the Mayel kills. We just got to play around the 1 HP he does. Okay, so we lost our buff. Mark of Retribution. We have to punish a wave on now, so now we have to use a skill. So we got Frozen, which you were expecting that. And then, yeah, double freeze. Okay, literally what I thought. I have to have done the same thing. So, oi, we're immune. All right, we're immune to freeze. Oh, I forgot. No way. That's crazy. Okay, yeah. Aqua, I'm sorry, man. Do we use double AoE? I think we just do double AoE. Okay, we have the buff on now, too. Of course, we don't have our Twilight Covenant buff going on. We could just do double freeze. But I'm pretty sure AoE will kill it. Aqua's not killing me. There's no way, right? Yeah, man. I feel bad, bro. They countered the actual... Huge. They countered... I haven't used... I want to use it tomorrow, actually. I made a thumbnail. You'll see it tomorrow. I spent like 2 hours making it, actually. So hopefully you like it. But it is... I feel like the actual Coliseum team could be okay. But then again, I'm not expecting everyone to run this Elizabeth, right? She's not a festival, so she's not going to be like in every single team. But man, if you use an Aqua and you find her, you're going to be so annoyed. All right, another Ragnarok team. We do really well against this one, though, so I'm not too worried. It is red tier, though. I don't think I found too many with his relic, though. So maybe one of the first few times I'm seeing it here. Oh, so what's that outfit? I've not actually seen it. Have I seen it before? I was just no one used it. You can turn off the actual like eye mask, right? I swear people don't use the eye mask too often. At least it feels like to me. I just don't see it. Maybe once again, it could be the outfit. All right, so turn 1, boom, boom, and we'll merge the freeze. I don't think we rely too much on freeze this time around, because I think 1 AoE should be enough to kill. It is hell, and we just buff from even freeze again, if anything, right? And we just kill 2 of them basically. So that's like the best thing about this Elizabeth. And the good thing too as well. Okay, we got 2 skills. Is it deals actual damage, right? Before, I guess, if it was just a buff remove, because a buff remove then inflicts damage, right? Like, it's possible you could buff me but not even kill if they're, like, sort of towards, like, the, like, 20%-ish area of HP. Okay, so you might do a lot. To be fair, nothing, actually. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Damage resistance, and obviously all-stat increase, too. I mean, our gangs take a lot of damage, but we don't care. Because all we care about is Tristan. Tristan's not got the... How is Aqua recovering so much? Okay, that's slightly annoying. Because now we just lose out so much damage. I mean, hey, I'm just going to probably just do an AoE right now. 2 AoEs? 1 AoE? And then go for a... I kind of want to do Aqua, you know. Just get ultimate. But we'll just do Elizabeth. We'll see if we kill. Okay, not too much. We'll love to see it. We'll recover a lot doing next turn. Some good damage from Aqua, to be fair. Boom, rinse the whole team. Yo, even without the buff, we're still doing so much. Like, I actually kind of don't need it. So yeah, boom, buff remove. I mean, if we, I guess if we were confident in using Tristan's AoE before that, but we would have lost some HP, though. No, we didn't even have the buffer, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. So yeah, if we were confident, we could have probably just done an AoE with Tristan and just done 2 single targets with Elizabeth, and it probably likely would have killed us. Both of them, actually, anyway. I mean, it wouldn't make much of a difference. We still won. All right, first mirror... No, actually, not full mirror match. But it is... Is it a real person? It is. Okay, so he's got Elizabeth, so we can't freeze. So our Aqua... We're kind of at a disadvantage, because we obviously can't really do much with Aqua. Of course, we can't kill. So it's the actual buff, right? So we could, like, do this and freeze. Like, that does actually work. But let's just do the tier 2 first. Do that, and then recover. I kind of want to do a Tristan AoE turn 1, actually. But we'll wait, We'll see who takes more damage here. I think every single time we've gone to turn 2, Aqua has more HP, which is slightly frustrating. So that's kind of what I mean by Aqua might be the best part of this team. Because at least if that went towards Mael, it'd still be alright, because you can actually deal damage. Aqua's not really doing too much. Sabimi uses buff. Did we use ours? I think we did. Sure we did, right? Yeah, we should have. But Simi does the same thing, man. Like, I think if we kill her, we then can freeze, right? Because they have no way of actually... Like, the buff will just go. So do we buff remove right now? I think we do, you know. Oh, using a single target first. Quite smart, actually. Well played. No, that was sick. Because, yeah, now we don't get the buff from... Aqua gets it now. So that was kind of smart by him, actually. So what we can do is... And we can just buff remove and freeze. But is it worth doing, though? Okay, let's try it. Because I want to get the Elizabeth ultimate, see if it does anything. So decent damage. We'll get him down as well. Wow. To be fair, that's not bad. That's not bad. It killed? Oh, no. Oh, my God. The buff from Elizabeth, bro. It made us do too much damage. Because, yeah, we wouldn't have killed them normally. I could have just killed them. Yo. Alright, yeah, we gotta pay attention to an Aqua as the boss, man. Because, yeah, that did way too much damage. Oh, okay, I'm about to say we can, like, find a connoisseur team. Because I actually want to see what we do. Because I know that the Mega Man still does quite a lot of damage. Maybe it's better without Aqua. Who knows? Alright, so we do... What do we do with turn 1? Buff up. Just do... How much we'll do is AoE first, turn 1. Nah, there's no point. We'll just wait till next turn. Well, yeah, we'll just do Rejuvenate, why not? We do gotta be a bit careful, because the actual Darkness does have the Ludo Grace, so we can't actually freeze. So we have to rely on some AoE abilities here. Might be more inclined just to... Rush Ultimate B? I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to wait till one more turn, though. Did he move? He didn't, right? No, okay, got Ultimate. No damage, though. Let's check if it's actually 6-6, because... It's not 6-6. It's not really gonna work. He did get disabled, too. So we can't just let it rip turn 1. It's 1-6. That's no way it kills. I'll just do an AoE, because why not? It probably, with T-Fair, will kill. And... Honestly, just... I'll do this anyway, just to get rid of it. But more importantly, get the ultimate. Okay, so it did kill. Okay. Never mind, then. Yeah, he tagged the... Okay, that was, I think, the first time we actually got the buff onto the Tristan, right? Because then you can see the maximum damage. We still have maximum HP. And that's probably another thing, too, right? Is the connoisseur team takes a while to build up, so you're not really doing too much damage. So, Tristan getting max HP and additional damage for being max HP. Yeah, bro. It really feels like they counted the connoisseur team with Elizabeth. Especially when you compare it with Tristan, too. Because Tristan has Revive, so you have to kill a Mega Man before you use the ultimate to actually activate the right, so you can kill everyone with the ultimate. So guys, let's go wrap up the video. Definitely a very good character, man. Very much enjoyed, actually. That wasn't too bad. It's just whether or not she's going to be more relevant in 2 weeks time with the wait, or 3 weeks time ish with the wait and see. Like I said, we kind of know the rest of the lineup for the year. It's going to go in towards the Dian, which will be more probably towards a Ragnarok buffer team, because it is based off the Ragnarok Dian. So, you know, Ella Brunhild, Scold, Tier, all those characters are going to get a big buff there, so you know, probably don't have to worry too much about her, but she could be a PvE character, she could be wherever she wants to be, because you don't have to rely too much on it's a step up, right? So they can kind of do what they want a little bit. And then Melly, I mean, Elizabeth and Tristan will work with Melly. It's just whether Melly works with those characters, but that still might be enough to make him usable in this team. And at that point, having all these characters, and also given the buff, because it just says ally, not like applicable ally. I mean, Two-Fair would work anyway, but like you can still give that towards your Melly, and it'll be alright. So guys, thank you for watching the video, and yeah, peace.